Hey there, MP Kidz team. Welcome to another installment of our video training series called MP Kidz on the Go. You know, up until this point, I have really been focused on helping you succeed in the classroom. You know, this is through things like classroom management, our policies and our procedures, and so many more trainings. Now we're gonna go to the next level of leadership I desire for our team to accomplish, and it is simply this: connecting outside the classroom with your kids. This is a brief training on how you can gain personal connections with the kids and the parents that are inside of your classroom, and also help you become a disciple maker, which is what Jesus calls all of us to do in Matthew chapter 28. Now, why is it important for you to connect outside of the classroom with the kids in your room? Well, it's because it's what Jesus asks us to do. I mean, if you think about it, we are called to help make disciples and to grow others in their faith. You know, myself as your children's pastor, I'm called to help disciple you and help you mature in your faith. You know, this is what we call transformational leadership. And here's the deal. It will be a foundation of our MP Kidz ministry for our entire team. Now, believe it or not, when a child is asked 10 years from now, 15 or 20 years from now about their conversion experience, more often than not, they will mention the relationship that they had with their Sunday school teacher, a lot more than their own parents. That is what is at stake. This is why we must be able to move beyond meeting in the classrooms. Now, connecting outside the classroom, it's going to be a gradual rollout for you as a leader in MP Kidz. But here is what to expect with connecting beyond the classroom. Number one is this: make personal phone calls to kids in your classroom that have been absent for 3 straight weeks. Now, you're wondering, how am I going to do that? This is a list I am going to provide for you, and you will be getting it via email each and every week. Number 2, make personal calls to any new kids that are in your room just by simply saying thank you for visiting. Number 3, make personal phone calls to help connect with kids and families who maybe we haven't seen for a while or maybe for any other purpose. And number 4, you can do home visits for some of your kids. Now, I promise you, not many churches in America do this for the kids and the parents in their ministries, but let me tell you something. The impact you can have here is significant. Number 5, here's a really cool thing. Get a copy of your kids' sports schedules from the parents. Just show up to some of their games. You know, many times, if you go out maybe even on a Saturday to one of the parks for just an hour or two and just say hi, you're going to actually be able to do that to a multitude of kids that are in your classroom. Now, believe me, hear my heart, guys. They would love to see their Sunday school teacher outside the classroom. They want to see you at their games. Now, the next question you may be asking is this: how do I get the contact information for all of the kids that are in my classroom? Well, here is the simple process in order to get the information you need for follow-up. The first step is this: you need to email Catherine Dell, one of our awesome admin assistants, and ask for her to give you access to our church directory, which is called Church Life. Now, her email address, remember, write this down. It's kdell, K-D-E-L-L, at marcuspointbaptist.org. Then the second step is you're going to create a username and a password to log on to Church Life. Now, once you're logged in, you simply search by first and last name for whoever you want to find. And number 3, when you do that, it's going to open up the household where you're going to get parent names, phone numbers, mailing addresses, emails, all that stuff. Also, you will be given a role every Sunday in your classrooms. You can use these roles as well to follow up with kids in your room. You can keep attendance if you would like as well. Now, I don't expect you to call all of the kids on your rolls, okay? But here's the deal. Use that roll sheet to keep up with the kids who are in your classroom that, you know what, maybe you haven't seen them for a while, And you will know when you actually use that role. You know, we have a significant number of new families visiting us weekly. So also reach out to anyone who may be, quote, new on your list. Maybe it's not their first time, maybe it's the third or fourth. Introduce yourself to them and to the parents. So what you do say is important with these people. Now, what do you say when you make your calls? Very, very good question. So when you're making your calls, introduce yourself as the child's Sunday school teacher and tell the parent why you are calling, and see if you can connect just as much with the parent as you are with the child. When you're done with your calls, take some notes from your calls. And when you're done, it'd be cool if you can send me an email or text me some feedback. I would love to get some feedback on how some of your follow-up is going. So if you have any questions about connecting beyond the classroom, what your role is, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me and let me know. Remember, guys, we all are committed and called to make disciples, and discipleship is all about personal connection. Connecting with your kids outside of the classroom will go a long way, not just for the child, but also for you as a leader and also for the parents. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.